Hello guys,
Hi guys.
you're welcome to my channel again. For my returning subscribers, thank you very much. Okay, and for first time viewers, thank you too. Okay, I'm very happy to have you in my channel. My name is Mange LC Jaja, and today we have somebody special. Yeah, please introduce yourself.
Hey, my name's Sophia. I share the same office with Jaja. I'm also a PhD student. It's my last year, so it's like the critical year.
Yeah.
Jaja is aware of it.
Yeah.
She sees me every day, always depressed. So yeah.
It's a whole lot, you know. Yes, her name is Sophia. Many of you don't know I'm a PhD student. Yes, and she's also a PhD student. So in this video, we'll be doing something different from what I've been doing in my past videos. Today we'll be discussing the challenges. The challenges we go through as PhD students / researchers.
That's right.
Yeah. The challenges, it's not easy, you know. If somebody tells you that it's easy, it's not easy. It's a whole lot.
Oh
So
my God.
if you want to know more about the challenges we go through as researchers and PhD students, stay tuned, continue watching this video. Okay, she's going to start with the first challenge. Since she's my senior, she'll be defending very soon. And each time I look at her, in short, I envy her a lot. I'm like, oh God, why can't you make me be like her? I'm just starting, and
I want
like,
to be at the end.
Jesus. In short,
Well, I think first of all, when you start a PhD, the starting the PhD is not hard. The hard thing is when you start and then you're in like your second year, for example. So you've already started like facing some difficulties, facing some let's say facing some failures. So I think the most important challenge is to accept that you will fail at some point. And when you accept that you failed, the most important thing is to know how to get over it. And I think it's the most difficult thing during the PhD, because it's like, you know, it's like up and downs, but the ups during the PhD, the duration of the ups is very short. So when you're down, you stay down for a long time. And then when you overcome the failure, you go up, but then down again.
And you don't even stay there for a very long
You never stay for a long time during the down, during the ups. During the down, you stay for a long time. During the up, no. This is the summary. But I think when you're facing something like that, the most important thing is not to get stuck, you know. You try to look for alternatives. You try to discuss with the supervisor, to ask him for like some tips on how to find a solution to your problem, or your colleagues that work in the same field. This is a solution, and there's another solution, which is like to not if something doesn't work, you have to move on. Like if it doesn't work for a long time, you have to accept that it's not going to work and that you should move on to something else.
Then how do you, okay, let me cut you short. Let me ask you a question. Then how do you move on to the next step, especially when maybe the next step depends on that present step? How do you move on?
Yeah, I guess that's
is like it has to work. How do you
then you if the thing you're trying it's not working and you have to move on to the next step, but you know that the next step depends on the previous one. So for the previous one you have to find an alternative, like let's say you're doing something, you're exploring, you're investigating some technique, some method. This method doesn't work. You're not like you shouldn't keep trying that technique. You should accept that it's not working and to try something else that is similar, but that does work. So once you find that, you can go to the next step. But I think PhD, even if it's 3 or 4 years in some countries, the time flies. Like I feel like I started my PhD yesterday. Time flies. So especially when you're struggling, time flies. So I think that's it for me. But what about you, Dada?
Okay, just of recent, like I'm just starting, and one thing I've discovered is that you need to be patient. You need to be patient. You need to be very, in short, while doing research, you have to be very, very patient. You have to be patient with yourself, and you also have to be patient with your supervisor. He's also being patient with you, your supervisor is also being patient with you. But you as a student, you as a PhD student, you have to be patient with yourself, and you also have to be patient with your supervisor. Because sometimes you are like, you want to discuss with your supervisor now, and he has already, how can I say it, he has already passed that level.
He knows.
Yes. So the way we see things, the way you're reasoning that thing is different from the way he's seeing it. He's seeing that idea. And sometimes you'll be like, okay, this thing is not working, and you meet your supervisor, it's like, it will work. Do like this, it will work. He'll keep on nailing you at that point do like this, it would work. And sometimes what I've learned so far is that sometimes you have to be patient and just follow instruction. You do more of reading. Yes, you read your eyes out.
You might read.
You might read. You might read. And sometimes when you read, you discover that actually, wow, what he was saying was actually making sense. And you'll be like, oh my god, I was this stupid. See, I've taken a whole lot of time to solve this problem. And there are times when you are right. Yes. Even if you discuss with your supervisor and it's like, this thing must work, it must work, you also have to prove to him that okay, it cannot work. Yes, you have to prove to him. What I've discovered is that most of the time my supervisor, he wants to see it. Don't come and tell him that I'm unable to do this thing. You present it in a way, you present it that okay, I'm unable to do this thing because I've discovered that if I do it like this, it will not go. I've looked for materials, I've not seen it. You try to
give arguments.
Yes, you try to give argument, let him see into your own idea. Then with your own argument, he can go and research, you do his research, then he'll come back to you, be like, okay, you're right. And you'll be like, okay, we can choose this, okay, try to do this, let's go to this direction, okay? So I've learned to be patient.
That you have a good point.
I've learned to be patient. Be patient with yourself and be patient with your supervisor.
That's right.
I've learned to be patient.
But because sometimes, the supervisor, he tells you to, as you told me, he tells you to do something, but you are like have a feeling that this thing won't work. So instead of telling him, no, I won't do it, it doesn't work, you have to prove it. You have to tell him it doesn't work and that's why it doesn't work. And then you can go on with your own idea so that he doesn't think that you're like excluding his experience or his insight on that subject. So this is an important thing. And also there are some PhD students that the communication between them and the supervisor is really, really bad. Like, it's either the PhD student who's like stubborn or the supervisor. So the communication is really, really important between both the student and the supervisor. So if for example, I don't know, if your supervisor tells you for some reason that your technique is not good, and your pride like your pride tells you that he shouldn't tell me that, I'm right, I think you should, like, sometimes you should accept his experience, his insight on that subject. So it's important to have good communication with the supervisor.
Good communication. Your supervisor is just like your father now. Your father,
he's older.
It's your father. You don't have any choice. And from this your point of communication, I can take you guys to the next point, which is you have to be humble. If you want to do PhD,
don't be proud.
You're ready to be humble. You're ready to answer yes sir, yes ma. You have to be very, very humble. Even when your supervisor annoys you, you still have to be humble.
You still have to be calm.
You still have to be calm. You have to know that your supervisor is always right. He's always right. Even when you see that, okay, what he's doing is not right, he's not supposed to behave like this, he's not supposed to treat me like this, he's not understanding what I'm saying. Who are you? He's always right. He's always right. So you have to know that, you have to put that in your score, okay? That your supervisor is always right. In cases where you're like, okay, this man or this woman is not understanding me, present your own idea in a very humble manner. Present your own idea in a humble manner. This or this, not that you want to challenge your supervisor. No,
it's not a competition between you and the supervisor. So you tell him, okay, sir or professor or wherever you call him. So you tell him, okay, I really like your idea, but I'd like to suggest something else if you like, if you don't mind. And then not make it feel like it's a you're going against him or you're comparing your skills to his. So,
and even in cases where, like, if in cases where maybe he'll be like, no, he sticks to his own idea. Since he's your supervisor, you have to stick to his own idea. Yes. If you present something and he's like, okay, present a concept, it's like, no, I don't buy with this, use this method. Don't go and use your own method somewhere, wasting your time. No. You still come back and meet him because he's your supervisor. And he will still go back to that very point. Use this method. That's why I really encourage you that it's always good to know your supervisor's specialty. Yes, why choosing your supervisor? Know your supervisor's specialty so that at a certain point in your research or at a certain stage in your research, there will be no conflict. Whether you like it or not, your supervisor will only supervise you in his direction or in his own specialty. You cannot be doing something else and you expect, or you cannot be interested and passionate in a different domain and your supervisor is specialized in another domain. It cannot work out that way. No, it cannot work out that way. So while choosing your supervisor, be careful. Even sometimes you don't even have choice. Or do they allow you guys to choose supervisors?
Well, it depends on the field you're in. In engineering, when you actually apply for the offer, you can this offer has been like proposed by someone, and this person is the supervisor. So if you don't like this supervisor, you cannot tell them to change him, because he is the one who's giving that proposal, so you cannot choose him.
And you were applying knowing that
he's the one who will be supervising. But sometimes when you're the one who's making the proposal of the PhD, because you have a funding from I don't know which organization, then maybe you can choose the supervisor to go with. So in these cases it's possible, but most cases the supervisor is already like set, so you have to go with it if you really like the subject.
Okay, at least I'm sure you've learned something, and I'm sure a researcher is also watching me. What is your own point of view as a PhD student and a researcher? You can drop it in the comment section below. I will also try to do a video on the different career paths after PhD. It's also important, because many people just go into PhD. I think many people just believe that after PhD you have to go and teach. So it would be good for us to do a different career path. That's a different career path after PhD, especially somebody like you that you'll be leaving very soon.
I'm not pressured at all.
You're not pressured because you know.
No, I'm joking. This is sarcasm. So we'll talk about that soon.
We'll also talk about that. Okay, but what do you think about this video? We want to see your reactions in the comment section below. And if this video helped you in one way or the other, maybe you're thinking of doing a PhD, it's good. We're not discouraging you, okay? We're not trying to scare you away, but we just want you to be prepared. There's a saying that goes that it's good to be prepared, right? When you're prepared, when you know what is ahead of you, you will not be surprised. You will not be surprised when the bullets start coming.
Counter attack.
Yes, you'll not be surprised. You'll be like, okay, it's a stage, I'll overcome it. If Sophia can do it, then I can also do it, you know. Yes. It's a matter of time and consistency. Okay,
so if you guys have questions for us,
if you have
you're curious about some stuff, you can ask us and we can make a video.
You can make a video and answer you questions related to PhD, PhD academics. You can ask your questions in the comment section below, and please do well to subscribe. You
can share this video
do well to subscribe, so that when we upload new videos you will be notified. You can also click the